All right, still can't get past the 60 every month. They might be less than 2 months old. Well, not these two, but they're actually a part of the Society for Future Policy Leaders, and it started from U.S. Department of Government back in December. Vice President Odane Brooks and Public Relations Officer Samantha Nelson are here to invite you to their very first meeting this Thursday. Good morning to you both. Welcome to Smiles Maker.
Thank you.
So in a sense, you haven't started yet, Mr. Vice President.
No, we haven't started yet. We're in the conceptualization phase, but I must say I'm really pleased that the progress has been well advanced, and we are putting in train a very exciting program for this semester.
Vice President, you sound like a politician. I really remember me tell you what we're talking about.
So actually what the society is geared towards is actually to engage youth in a policy discussion, because what we find is that the current generation of youth is a bit dissatisfied with the policy and governance framework. So we want to engage them within a forum that allows them to actually conceptualize and to challenge what currently exists and to chart the way forward.
Okay. Samantha, right now you have two youth arms of our two major parties. Why you didn't go through that?
Well, policy is everybody's business, and we understand that when we politicize how things are done, it might, push people away.
Okay.
And we want to show them that, listen, policy, everybody's included. Regardless of party, your voice matters, and we want you to share with us. Regardless of your party, let's come together and solve our problem as one.
Does that mean, Vice President, that you don't support a particular party here? Is that what you're trying to what do you call it in church, denominational?
The group does not associate with a political party, but I cannot vouch for each member that each member does not have their own preferences. But in terms of the society, it's about bipartisanship. It's about the national development of Jamaica. It's not identifying with a particular political party. It's all about Jamaica and moving forward through policy that is inspired by research.
All right, so you do the research, you have your meeting, and folks come and say, all right, I don't like what's happening in this particular area. How do you change it, though? You're not a political party. You don't have the strength, the backing, as far as I know right now. So how do you change the stuff that you don't like? Let me ask Samantha.
Well, we're Jamaicans, right? And so we have a voice. We have a responsibility to actually participate in the policy process. So, yes, we're just starting.
What does participation mean in this sense?
So, in this sense, for example, you have an issue in your community. It becomes a problem, or government officials need to, look at this problem. But you live in the community. Your contribution would be to give information about it. So a river overflows, there's no bridge, but you're the one living in the community to know that, okay, this river comes up, it overflows. Your responsibility is to pass this information on. So whether it's your MP, your councillors, but you have a responsibility to become a part of solving the issues that are affecting the community.
But again, it comes back to, like I see on television every single night, we want justice, and the next night, we want justice, and the next night, we want justice. So if you see the problem and you want your justice, how you ensure that it happens again? Because the councillors seem in some areas that they can't get it done. How do you ensure that you can make a change?
That's a good recognition, but we believe that as youth, we have to mobilize ourselves within forums where we can identify with each other and identify with the issues that need addressing at the national level. And so I believe that greater mobilization is important to actually advance the advocacy at the national level.
Having addressed these issues, where do you go? You go to the Prime Minister, you go to a minister, what do you do?
So the vision behind this society is that we would become so advanced that we will be able to make parliamentary submissions and actually have a voice at the national level, taking the advocacy out of the university and advancing it at Parliament.
Whoa. Whoa. That's quite ambitious.
Yes, it is, but it's a goal of ours, and we want to get there, definitely.
Where did this idea come from, Odane? I know you said you started, but why did you want to do this? And why didn't you just go turn a politician and seek it? I'm being very serious. I mean, why did you want to do this?
Actually, the idea originated from one of our lecturers, Dr. Yannick Campbell. She really is a person who is passionate about youth being involved in the policy process, and she actually approached a group of us students, and we actually come together and consolidated the various ideas and put together a team that we believe can really advance this advocacy movement.
Okay. Samantha, you mentioned if a river overflow.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of arbitrary. Do you have any specific areas that you want to attack? And in this first meeting, are you going to say, let's do this, let's do that? We were just talking about some deportees and stuff. Are there any specific areas that you want to jump at right off the bat?
Well, at the moment, I don't think we have any specific issues per se, but what we want to do is get our youth together. We want to instill this, this need to participate first, right? We do want to emphasize research, definitely, in, folk trying to shape or pick which policy area we're going to focus on, but at the moment, no specific issue.
Wow. How many are you involved thus far, and how many you want to get involved?
So thus far...
So you say young people, so you leave me out that thing.
No.
It's for everyone. It's for everyone.
You said young people, so only leave me out.
Yeah, we're starting there, but you're welcome.
Simone feels make up for this. You leave out the two of us.
We are an inclusive group, so we welcome ideas from all quarters. We appreciate that those persons who would have been in the system already, they have a full understanding of the various challenges. So they will be better able to actually reorient us and for us to really understand the system, because we appreciate that what we're actually learning in the classroom, in most times, it's not actually applicable in the real public sector. So we have to understand what we're getting into to actually effect the changes.
Wow, very interesting. Everything takes money. Even a little meeting on Thursday, I will give the people a little tea for drink and stuff. Where are you going to get the funding from?
Actually, at this point, we're getting support from the Department of Government, but based on the vision...
Department of Government?
At UWI.
Yeah.
Okay.
So based on the vision that we have for the program, we know that it will attract corporate Jamaica, because I know that corporate Jamaica is big on youth engagement, youth being integral part of the policy process. So we are inviting various stakeholder groups, civil society, to partner with us to actually make this something that is feasible.
Yep. You said bipartisan already, but are you thinking of going into politics?
Not in the interim.
Not for me, no, not at the moment, no.
So what you going to do?
Well, I want to specialize in adult education.
Okay.
Definitely, because I believe, as a society, to push us forward, we need a population that is educated. We need people to actually stand up for what they need, so.
But Samantha, you don't take care of from where about adult education. I mean about you. What about you, Odane?
Well, I'm really passionate about youth development, so I see myself advancing in the youth ministry to actually develop programs that can tackle youth unattachment and to really provide a society that works for all.
You sound like a politician.
Always.
Samantha said, always. Good to meet you. I hope it works, because we need things to be right for the youngsters and old people like me.
Of course. It's everyone.
Old people like us and Sam Rooney. She said she don't like when I leave her out of the thing, so I'm not going to leave her out. From the Society for Future Policy Leaders, Vice President Odane Brooks and Public Relations Officer Samantha Nelson. Stay with us for some feel-good stops later when we get a little love in the kitchen with a mom and daughter duo. But see what happens when friends collaborate to make things for your home. Those and more after News in 5 with the Apostle Chuko.